This is an RME-45 communications receiver dating from the immediate post-World War II era, 1946-47. It's a fairly simple set. It's got quite a nice dial and the usual communication receiver controls, including a crystal filter and an automatic noise limiter, which is on all the time except when you pull this knob out. It's clunky. It's relatively unmodified. It's had a push switch installed there, which is a manual AVC on-off. Normally the AVC is switched in with the RF gain turned fully up, but both these ways of switching the AGC on and off work, so I've just left this modification in. BFO is switched in here, which also switches the AGC off when the BFO is on. It's got quite a nice carrier level meter, so switch it on and we'll tune up on the broadcast band. It goes up to 33 megahertz, which is pretty good. It's got a very slow tuning mechanism, really slow, to the point of being tedious. It's actually quite a sensitive receiver, and with the crystal filter in, it's not too bad for communications purposes. There's not a lot on the broadcast band at this location. And a strong local station. In S9 plus 72 according to that meter. It's a little bit distorted with the noise limiter in circuit. You pull the knob out and it drops the distortion level. The crystal there. It's quite a sharp peak on the response curve. See, the noise level at this location is huge. Amplifier circuit. Switch the signal jenny on so you get something at 14 megs. I can't receive any signals really. Modulation off.
Recall, I'm sure we all do, is the temperatures that we got to in Earth.
It's got a really nice band spread dial. Look at the center of the dial there. If I tune to, as an example, 14 megahertz, you see 14 appears on the band spread dial, and it coincides with 14 megahertz there. So when I tune to 14.1, I can go to there on the band spread dial, and it coincides there. And the same, for example, 7 megahertz. Yeah, 7 megahertz on there, and 7 megahertz on there. So it covers the old amateur bands, 160 meters through 10 meters actually. Yeah, so it's pretty good for amateur use back in the day. Anyway, there we go. It's RME-45 communications receiver. It uses octal tubes. It's a mixture of loctal and octals, and someone's replaced the loctal output tube with a 6v6 loctal. It's got a replacement power transformer. Other than that, it's fairly original apart from the components I replaced. Nice clean condition.